Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm happy you're here. If you love fun DIYs, please subscribe and stick around. Today I want to show you how I made this cute little leprechaun candle holder for St. Patrick's Day. For the top of the candle holder, I used some E6000, a large round vase from Dollar Tree, and a 4.62 inch black candle holder that I got at Hobby Lobby. I started by putting my E6000 all around the base of the vase. I want this to have a strong permanent hold, so I chose to use the E6000 over hot glue. If you want to be able to work with this immediately, you can leave some spaces in your E6000 and put little dabs of hot glue, making sure the E6000 does not mix with the hot glue. I then placed the candle holder on top of the vase, making sure to get it as centered as possible. This will need to sit overnight so that the glue has time to cure and create a strong hold, unless you use your hot glue to tack it in place. I choose to put a heavier candle inside the candle holder on top so that it holds everything in place and it does not slide around. For the base of my candle holder, I'm using this 7.09 inch rustic candle holder I found at Hobby Lobby and a scrap piece of round floral foam. I used this extra vase to push down into the foam to give me the round shape that fits perfectly inside the vase. I'm making two of these candle holders, so I simply did the same thing for the other holder. I did add a little bit of hot glue to the bottom of my floral foam to hold it in place while I decorate it. To decorate the inside of my candle holder, I used some reindeer moss, one shamrock from the shamrock pick from Dollar Tree, one piece of this dark foliage from Dollar Tree, and two pieces from this foliage, also from Dollar Tree. Once I had my moss around the foam, I then used a little bit of hot glue to tack my leprechaun in place in the center of the foam. I then took this dark piece of foliage and snipped it in the center so that it would be easier to work with and fan out. I also snipped a little piece off the back so that I could fit my little shamrock on there. I did end up going back and putting a little bit of hot glue to tack the shamrock on there so it would quit falling off. I then placed this behind the leprechaun and put a few little pieces of hot glue to tack it into place so that it would look the way I wanted. This will take a little bit of time to get it exactly how you want it, but it'll be worth it in the end. Once I had those pieces where I wanted them, I took these light green pieces of foliage and put them on either side of the leprechaun. I then used my extra vase to set on top to make sure everything would fit inside the top like I wanted it to. And here's the center of this piece. Very simple. And here's the other center for my other candle holder. The only difference is the Leprechaun's different. I got it at Hobby Lobby as well. Next, after everything's dried overnight, I take my spatula and I fill in the parts on the floral foam that's showing with some more moss. Again, it's the reindeer moss. This will take a little bit of time to make sure everything's covered up, and you also want to make sure that there is a small slit between your foam and your base so that your top of your lid can slide right down in there and make good contact with the sides of the candle base. Your little slot fixed out, then you can take some of this Fix-All adhesive. I would have rather used C6000, but I ran out. I'm just going to put a small strip of it along the inside lip of the base. Once you have the adhesive all the way around the lip on the inside of the base, take the top of your candle holder and place it on top. Push it down and make sure it gets a good connection to the lip and the glue is touching all around the sides. I then used a wet wipe just to clean up the mess that oozed out from underneath the glass. Once I had it centered and level like I wanted, I then took a candle and placed it on the top to set overnight so that it would have a good connection and again not move around. And here are the finished candle holders. I absolutely love them and I hope you do too. If you do, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and stick around.